Hey guys, welcome back to Leading Edge Cricket. I'm Rob, one half of Leading Edge Cricket. We're back on episode 17 today of England Road to number 1, and we've just overtaken where we are in real life as we're about to get stuck into England versus Ireland, as in England travelling over to Ireland now in real life. This is being seen as, I think it's a 4-day test match series. Quite incredible. The question is, do we go with the team we had last year, or do we make changes? Now, it is just one test match. Keaton, you've got to be having a bloody joke here, sunshine. Average 25 in first-class cricket. Keaton Jennings dropped. David Malan didn't play last year. Tom Curran didn't play last year. And we were a pretty decent team last year. So I'm not quite sure what some of these people are doing in the test lineup. If we look at the most runs, Will Root came into the team and averaged 36 in the middle of the innings. He batted quite well. We did struggle for opener. Hasib Hamid didn't kind of click. Selman didn't click. Stoneman didn't click. Bell Drummond didn't click. Rory Burns didn't click. We had so many problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at first-class cricket, see who scored a bag load of runs, and see who deserves to come in. Alistair Cook, just to 2,718 runs last year. It was Selman. Ben Slater, 1,352 runs. Ben Duckett, 1,269 runs. Looks like Notts must have had an absolute stellar year. Just saying, bro. Ben Slater's still at Derby on the game, so yeah, maybe not Notts. Off to a decent start, averaging 43 listed. 61 though. Do we go with someone like a Ben Slater? Do we bring him in? Or do we go with someone who's played international cricket? Ben Duckett, 4 test matches, averages 15. He's got a century this year. Ben Duckett is taking in that opener slot. Quite happy with that. Bairstow, not bad last year. Butler, pretty good. Will Root, I enjoyed him coming into the team. He did go and score 100. Ben Stokes doing Ben Stokes type things. However, his bowling average is absolutely massive. It wasn't like that at the start. I'm going to remove Tom Curran. Gives me 1 place. So Benko, Brody, all very, very good last year. And if we look at bowling, and let's look at test matches last year, wicket-wise, Ben Hutton. Oh, Ben Hutton came into the team. The things you forget in life. Ben Hutton playing international cricket and got on all right. 94 overs, 9 wickets, going at 31. That's pretty good, Ben. Well done, Ben. 8 wickets at 36 this year. Now, I am going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to have a look at first-class cricket. And it is Ben Hutton, the man. Who's Norwell? 27 years old. Averages 26 overall in his career. That's pretty good. 17 wickets at 26 this year. He's doing all right for himself. I think Ben Hutton's probably done enough to keep his England place. So there's not real huge rotation in the team. Now, the one thing that we have got, and we do need to talk about, is if we look at batting and look at one-day international cricket last year, there should be a guy called B. Reid. Now, B. Reid, if you watched the last episode, was phenomenal. He came into Test cricket last year. One-day international cricket last year. Averaged 70 in the West Indies. Averages 65 in first-class cricket, and he's only 18 years old. So I am tempted to just put him in. That puts me 1 over and drop David Malan. So he's in the squad, so he might just go and play his first ever game. In fact, it's telling us to pick him, so I am quite tempted, and it might mean Will Root misses out. But it would be quite interesting to give a young lad a go in the middle order. I like these games when you start to see your players come through. That's what it's all about, getting your players coming through. So we'll play Ireland. In terms of Test cricket, we're 5th in the world, 21 points on the back beauty. I don't think we've ever played against Ireland in a series away, so there might be points up for grabs here. Yeah, never played them. So there's 2 points up for grabs, which could take us up to 3rd in the world. Still number 1 in the world in one-day international cricket with the World Cup right around the corner. Top player in the world, Alistair Cook, 940 points. He had a cracking year last year. That incredible 441 when he scored 1,669 runs in the year. Phenomenal effort. Bairstow up there, Joe Root up there, Ben Stokes up there. And in terms of the bowlers, Jimmy Anderson, 721 points. But let's go to Ireland, boys. Let's go get it done against the Irish. Now, I assume this is a 5-day test match on the game. I can't imagine it being anything different. Ben Code averaged 43 last year, so Ben Hutton will be the man that gets the start. Looks a beauty day to have a bat first, and the pitch is going to absolutely capitulate as we go. But we are giving test debut to Is it Ben Reed? Ben Reed? Bruce Reed? Bruce Lee? Ben Reed, 18 years old. Defensive specialist. Bats at number 4 in first-class cricket. We've got him as number 7, so you are going to move up, sunshine. We batted Stokes down at 6. Bairstow at 5 last time. I like this with Brody, but we have got quite a long tail for an England batting lineup. Quite often with England, so many times, it's all about trying to just give yourself options down the order. Hopefully we're going to win the toss and we can have a bat. We've won the toss. We're going to have a bat. England versus Ireland. First ever test match on the game. And let's get ourselves going, boys. It's going to be Alistair Cook. Ben Duckett playing his first test match in probably about 4 years. And hopefully we can get off to a nice calm start like this where we go and get up to 65 for none and Ben Duckett falls for 36. There is a theme going on. Whenever we bring in a player, an opener, they never seem to be able to progress past the 30s. Alistair Cook's going to go. He's not going to get a 440 score. Young with the wicket, he goes for 39. Joe Root batting superbly at the other end. Reed on test debut, gone. Caught at second, slipped by O'Brien. He goes for 6. It's the Joe Root show at the other end. I'm just upping Root's aggression, keep him going, keep him ticking over. Root was fantastic last year, scored plenty of runs, and oh no, 99! 99 Joe Root! 99 red balloons go by. What are you doing, Joe Root? 1,223 runs, 5 centuries last year, just the 150. He is gone. Ben Stokes is going to go. It's 226 for 5 now. Ben Stokes goes caught and bowled for none. Johnny Bairstow doing Bairstow type things, best mates with David Warner. As it's going to be a pretty even day's cricket that. Ended day 1, 99 for Root, 69 not out for Bairstow, 290 for 5. A couple of early wickets here on day 2, and the game's changing, but it is a new record partnership in Dublin against Ireland for Bairstow and Butler, as Bairstow and Butler look to be absolutely humming. It's 100 for Johnny Bairstow. Now, Bairstow last year, brilliant. 1,130 runs, 3 centuries, 9 50s. He's gone one better. Josh Butler looks like he's going to go and get a century as well. 104 for that man last year for Josh Butler. 505 runs, average of 42. Different roll down the order. 250s thrown into the mixer. But now it's looking more like the game that I expected, where we go and get a decent score. Josh Butler goes for 105. And Johnny Bairstow's going to go as well. George Dockrell with the wicket, 414 for 7. I was hoping those two boys would be able to just go on and go big, but it's not quite happening, is it? Brody goes for 23. Looking at the weather, it's probably in our interest just to keep batting and then give ourselves the last 3 days to bowl them out twice. As soon as it gets a bit overcast on here, you can start to run through teams. Ben Hutton with a well-made 24. 24 there, I think it was for Parkinson, and Jimmy Anderson's going to be the last man out, 469. Highest score against Ireland that we've ever made. Bowling figures, 3 for Young, 3 for Dockrell, 2 for Cockburn. Just a wonderful, wonderful specimen of a name. And it's going to be William Porterfield, who loves it off the back foot, and Doherty on strike with an in-form Jimmy Anderson and in-form Stuart Broad. I would not like to be these people as they survive to the end to tea on day 2. And through the initial session, Broady's going to get Porterfield, 33 for 1. Big wicket. Forrest comes in. He likes it on the back foot as well. What is it with all these back foot players? Jimmy Anderson cleans up Doherty. He goes for 28. Kevin O'Brien to the crease as we go and make some bowling changes. It's going to be Ben Stokes into the attack. It's going to be Ben Hutton into the attack. And Stokesy is going to get the wicket. I'm going to say it's Kevin O'Brien. It is 17 he makes. Balburney, the man coming in. Again, likes it off the back foot. What is it with all these back foot players in Ireland? Surely Ireland are green seamer wickets and people are used to playing off the front foot. Like Sterling here. He likes it on the front foot. Stokesy with the wicket. Good stuff. End of day 2, 362 run lead, 107 for 4. Solid performance by the team. We are going to have to make some changes to this bowling attack. So we're not getting a wicket. And Anderson comes on and gets Sterling. Caught it slip by the ever-present Alistair Cook as rain stops play. Hour and 14 minutes lost. I did not equate for rain. This could make it interesting. It could mean we don't go and win this game. Wilson on strike. He likes it off the back foot, so we're just going to toss it really full. Hutton's going to get the wicket off him. What a wonderful catch that is by Ben Stokes. 166 for 6. Dockrell the man in. I'm just going to bowl on a length to them. He's not got an ultra preference. I'm just going to put it back to Balburney as well. Anderson and Ben Hutton in tandem as Ben Hutton cleans up Balburney for 49. It's a good change of length. And we're not going to get any more wickets here. 64 overs down. Is there any turn in the wicket? It is a turning wicket. Matt Parkinson, come on and have a bowl, sir. And you are going to have a bowl with Ben Stokes as well. I'm just going to drop the aggression for the spinner. Hopefully we can get through them here, because a draw against Ireland would actually be pretty disappointing. And the points that we need to work our way up, as Cockburn goes, he's just rubbing a little bit too hard. And Young's going to go. Stokes has run through them. He picks up 3 wickets. No 50s. Balbirnie with 49, the only real score. 209 all out. 4 for Stokesy, 3 for Hutton. 61 to avoid the follow-on, which we will enforce. And Jimmy Anderson, get yourself a rocking and a rolling. You've got a brand new cherry on overcast conditions for day 4 coming up on an uneven bouncing wicket. It feels like a good situation to be in. Let's bowl nice and full. Anderson and Broad. Hopefully we can get a wicket before then. We do. William Porterfield. We need to get these top 2 or 3 out just to be sure of a result. Doherty goes. What a wonderful ball by Anderson. Cutting back across him. Picks up the wicket. Anderson to Kevin O'Brien. That is absolutely stone dead plumb. He's gone for 11. They're in strife here. Absolute strife. Ben Stokes before the end of the day doesn't get a wicket. End of day 3. 57 for 3. It is all Ireland. It is all Ireland. This is Ireland session. They seem to be going pretty well here. It is all England. That was what I was about to say. Anderson back into the attack as well, as they almost bat the whole session. 123 for 4 now. Parkinson's going to get the wicket of Balbirnie. Caught in short by Butler. Safe pair of hands in short. And he's going to get the wicket of Paul Stirling. That's a biggie. He can definitely play some good cricket. In fact, it's going to be a run out. He's run out his partner. Sold him up the river. Forrest goes for a well-made 67. Better than Nottingham Forest, if you ask me. Controversial or the least. Anderson to Stirling, cleans him up. He goes for 11. We're in a rocking and rolling mode here. It's party time all the time with this England team at the moment. Anderson with another one. That's his 4th. Parkinson's going to hopefully get Dockrell, and it's not going to be another run out. I like seeing the bowlers rack up the stats. LBW for 3. It is almost over. Anderson's going to come off. Going to bring back on Ben Hutton. Hutton's going to get a wicket. I chose Ben Hutton for a reason. Younger lad. Good to see him get a few wickets. And he's going to get the last wicket as well. 185. All out of Ireland. It is game, set and match. 67 for Robert Forrest of Munster and Ireland fame. First 50 in Test cricket as well. Wickets. 4 for Jimmy. 2 for Ben. 2 for Matt, like them and best mate. And 1 for Stuart Broad. Innings and 75 run victory. It was clinical, I think is the only thing you can say. And we do have a 1-match, 1-day international series coming up against them as well. Jofra Archer, now available to play to play 1-day international cricket. Aye, this is exciting times. Who else was in the team last year? So Reedy was in the team. Joe Denley was in the team, batting at 3 and average 45. That's not bad. In terms of bowling, do we need to fit in a Sam Curran here? We've got Plunkett. Plunkett was dreadful last year. Let's think about moving Plunkett out. So we had Curran, but Ben Code was on fire. Absolute fire. 15 wickets, an average of 19. So that will be the squad for this game, and hopefully we can just pick up where we left off, because we've not been a bad 1-day international team the whole show really. We're winning games. The World Cup's around the corner. Now, one of the interesting facts is I did probably 18 seasons with New Zealand on last year's game. Never once won the bloody World Cup. Just couldn't do it. Now, where did I fit Joe Denley into this team last year? 9 games. I'm sure I batted him at 3. Oh, Jason Roy was crap. That was why. Stokesy at 5. You know what? There might not be room for Reedy in the team. I don't know where to fit him in unless he comes in for Jason Roy and move Joe Root up 1. That's the only way I can see it happening, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going to give Jason Roy another go. I think Jason Roy is a game changer, and I think coming up to World Cup competition time, we're going to need those game changer sort of people. So, Reedy, you're on the bench. Denley, you're on the bench. It's going to be Ben Code, and it's going to be Chris Wokes to get us going. Paul Stirling comes up to the top of the order for the Irish team, and William Porterfield opens the batting. Jofra Archer in England colours for the very first time. Let's have a look at old Jofra here. 123 wickets at 27, 101 T20 wickets at 22. It's a hell of a record. They're off to a decent start, but it's very, very labouring. I am going to save a bit of Ben Stokes, and I'm going to save a bit of Chris Wokes for the end of the innings. Sorry, not Chris Wokes. Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer. Wokes is going to get the first wicket. It looks a little bit controversial. Balterfield goes for 35. Parkinson gets the wicket of Shannon. Very Irish name. Oh, he comes down, does him in the flight. He's caught behind. It's not Stump Bobby. But it's close enough. 6 overs for 29 for Parkinson. Very, very good. Ben Coe coming in to attack. 5 overs for 8 for this man in his opening spell. No wickets, but we're in such complete control of the game. It's almost too easy against this Irish team. Ben Stokes into the attack for last 10. Jofra Archer, 153 the score. They're going off though in these last 10 overs. Sterling's gone. 94 off 133 balls. He was going towards the end, but Stokes is going to start running through them now. That's another one. Stokes is on a hat-trick next over. Jofra Archer's going to get his first wicket in an England shirt. Well bowled, sir. Next ball, Ben Stokes doesn't get a hat-trick, but he is going to get another wicket. It's 3 wickets in 4 balls for Ben Stokes. He's on a roll. Gary Wilson's gone for a duck. Where are we? 48 overs down. Archer to McBride. Caught it. Slip. Great catch by Jason Roy. 206 the score, and Ben Stokes is going to rob. He's going to rob another 4 wickets for Ben Stokes. 212 for 9 the score. Solid effort by Paul Sterling at the top of the order. 7 one-day international hundreds for him. 4 for 53. Parkinson superb going at 3.5. And the same with Chris Wokes and Ben Coe. Excellent stuff. Jofra Archer in an England shirt. It's all pretty special, isn't it? Alex Hales and Johnny Bairstow to get us underway. We only need 4.2 and over, but it is overcast. And it might do a bit. He says, losing Johnny Bairstow in the... No, it's going to be a run out. It's going to be Alex Hales run out without facing a ball. Not the best start. Jason Roy into the crease. Let's get through to 10. Oh, we're in control of the game, but we've lost Jason Roy again. He's just not clicking at number 3. He goes for 14. 3.7 and over. 148 runs to win. Johnny Bairstow is continuing his great form. He has gone to 100. Highest score versus Ireland. No sugar. It's the first time I played against them. Last year, only the 100 struggled. I think he even got dropped from the team at one point. But it's a new user record. 38 to win. We're cruising. Bairstow's going to throw away his wicket. He's caught behind. And Ben Stokes is going to come in, finish the job with Joe Root. Joe Root goes to 50. 212 for 3. Surely another shot here is going to do it. And that is going to do it. It's a great victory. 57 not out for Joe Root. He continues his fine form. 2 centuries, 750s last year, average of 58, almost 1,000 runs. It's a victory. It's a series victory, even though we've just played 1 game. So it does mean 23 points in test matches now, joint third, and we are 33 points in one-day international cricket. Looking at the series, we've got a 5-match one-day international series against Pakistan coming up before the World Cup in England, boys. So it's getting exciting, it's getting a rocking and a rolling. We're going to see you back for Pakistan.